Hello folks, I will show you the best combos to use during the 7-second burst window to get the most damage. Her combo will be a combination of her normal attacks and elemental skill, so let's look at the normal attacks first. Her normal attack has 5 inputs but actually hits 7 times. Here are the 5 inputs or clicks or button presses slowed down. Here's click 1, click 2, click 3, click 4, and click 5. The third and fifth parts hit 2 times. And this is the fastest she can do her full combo without having any normal attack speed buff. Her burst damage increases as you land more hits during the 7-second window. This means the more times you hit an enemy, the stronger the ult will get. The part that's doing the most damage is this little light sword that follows you. It will explode after 7 seconds or when you swap Eula out. Lastly, I want to talk about the elemental skill. If you tap it, it will only hit the enemy once. If you hold it, it will hit the enemy 2 to 4 times depending on how many stacks of Grimheart you have and whether you have Ascension 2 or not. Ideally for your combo, you want to have 2 stacks of Grimheart before you hold the elemental skill to get the most number of hits. With 2 stacks and Ascension 2, you'll end up getting 4 hits like you see here. Since her Ascension 4 gives her 1 stack of Grimheart, we need to use the elemental skill once before using her burst in order to do the most damage. Now that we know our moveset, let's see how to arrange them in the correct order. Remember, these combos are for Constellation 0 without any attack speed buffs. I used the Spiral Abyss for consistency while I tested a lot of combos. I'm also using a 1-star weapon so I don't kill the enemies too fast. And here are the best combos I have found. I will show you the weakest one of the set first. Every combo is going to start with an elemental skill to get a Grimheart buff, and then her elemental burst. For this one, I tap the elemental skill again, and then use 3 normal attacks, and then 3 normal attacks again, and then hold my elemental skill. The problem with this combo is you end it with the hold elemental skill, and if you don't use the elemental skill fast enough, you might not get all 4 hits to count in her burst.
More speed. I condemn you.
Here is another similar combo, but instead of using 3 normal attacks and then 3 normal attacks again, I used 4 normals and then 2 normals and then hold the E. You can see this did a little more damage. The left combo had 12 hits during the 7-second window, while the one on the right has 13 hits. That's why it did a little more damage.
For mercy. I condemn you.
Here I will show you 4 combos that is pretty easy to squeeze in 13 hits. For all these combos except for the first one, I only use the elemental skill once during her burst and it's the hold version. The Eula main Discord seems to prefer the top right combo, which is elemental skill into N4-N4. I personally don't like this one that much, and I swapped it around and made it even better, which I'll show you later. The reason I don't like this is because your first thing you do after your burst is a hold elemental skill. This means you actually have to time the attack. If you mash the elemental skill, you'll get the tap version instead of the hold version, and if you mess up on the timing, you'll lose extra hits. The other 2 combos here incorporate the hold elemental skill after doing a normal attack string, which is a lot easier to do. All these combos resulted in 13 hits. Now I'll show you my favorite go-to combo that's able to get 14 hits pretty consistently. This combo is N4 into the hold elemental skill into N4 again. You can keep attacking at the end, but you don't really have time to land your 5th normal attack or dash cancel into another swing. Regardless, this is the easiest combo I can do that gives me the most damage. Remember, this is for a Eula that does not have any attack speed buff. Now that I know my combo, let's see how much damage we can get with the test subject. I have a Constellation 4 Xinyan in order to get that extra physical damage. She also helps give me the Pyro Resonance bonus with Bennett. And I have Fischl to help me proc the Superconduct reaction. I'm also not using food, so I could have gotten even higher numbers. I set up everyone else's abilities before using Eula's burst. Then I just go with the N4-E-N4 combo that I mentioned earlier. And that got me a 277k crit on a level 79 Eula. Do note that the team and artifacts I'm using is to try to get a higher number. On an actual team, I will swap out Xinyan for Diona to get the battery, and also balance out the crit rate for my artifacts. Anyway, here's the stats and equipment for Eula. She only has 83% physical damage bonus. And right now I am stacking on crit damage to showcase a high number. For weapons, I'm using a Refinement 1 Wolves Greystone, and for artifacts, I just have a 2-piece bonus from the Bloodstain set. I am still working on farming a good Pale Flame set. She's at Constellation 0 and her talents are 6, 6, 8. I will need to ascend her again in order to increase her damage more. Anyways, that's my quick video showing her different combos. If you don't like my combo that has 14 hits, go ahead and use one of the 13 hit combos that you feel more comfortable with. Thanks for watching and have fun out there, traveler.